Hey, yo, what's good? It's your boy King Haas. You live and direct. You tune into another episode of the PVR podcast. I got my guest host of the day.
It's an honor to be here with the Kings. God is here.
Yeah, I know what it is, man. And I got my dude straight, fresh out of Harlem, St. Nicholas finest.
Mitty Mitch. Yes, sir. We outside.
Copy. Yeah, my co-host is texting me somehow she got pulled over. I don't know if that's an excuse or she just on some bullshit. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We gonna touch into the first topic, man. There's a lot going on right now, man. A lot going on. Mitty, if you can't say something, just let me know. I know you tied in with a few people.
Yeah.
I'll take the brunt of it. First of all, what was your opinion on the whole Kendrick and Drake thing? Who you think won? I think you're a Drake fan.
Damn. It's crazy. I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm gonna call it what it is. Like, I ain't gonna lie. When Kendrick put out that Not Like Us,
yeah,
it made me want to do my G.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
like, I ain't go front. So I give it to Kendrick.
And you know, other people say, "Yo, that shit." I say, "Yo, he ain't make it. He ain't make that for y'all. He make that for the coast.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't make that for y'all." Mm-hmm. And they playing it all over the coast right now. In Atlanta, they playing that like crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
This record is in the club now. Because what they were saying, Kendrick don't make club records. Y'all forget Kendrick, some of his biggest hits are club records. So it's like, okay, let me do something for
you. He did
you.
it with DJ Mustard.
Yeah, let me get with Mustard and make, but I'm going to make some West Coast shit for y'all niggas.
Yeah.
Kendrick make Kill Your Soul records.
It's facts, yeah. So now, you as being an artist, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think that this battle, there's different battles going on right now, do you think that lyricism is starting to come back?
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, as a Drake fan, I feel like Drake knew that he had to put up some punches with Kendrick, because Kendrick is different.
Yeah, them ghostwriters,
Good Kid, Mad City.
Overtime.
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah,
he went crazy on that.
Oh man,
he went crazy. On
That's like, yo, you can't. Kendrick is one of the best, most talented people who ever graced the mic. Period. You can't. There's nothing.
It's
he
so
can't
crazy,
do.
right? I went to Afro Punk that summer.
Oh wow,
They was going.
How was that
mad.
experience?
Really?
That was dope. That was definitely dope. I went with Shem.
Okay.
I went with Shem. He took me. That was the first time I ever went. And they was playing that whole album the whole time. Like, at one of the stages, just mosh pitting, going crazy. I was like, yo, this is different. Yeah. That summer, Good Kid, Mad City summer, for a fact.
For real. So, man, it's kind of like, at the end of the day, I'm just glad that niggas is getting a bag and pulling a pen out again. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of pulling a pen out, the young boy King Combs pulled the pen out on 50 Cent, man. The boy talented. Young boy talented.
I give him that.
Young boy talented, but you gotta leave that man alone.
I feel like it's a different situation though. Like,
It's a tricky situation.
It's sensitive for him because it's his father.
It's his pops, but let your pops a grown man. Let him fight his own battle.
I'm not gonna lie, I expected it though. I expected it to
How old is
happen.
he?
He's like 25, 26.
Expected.
Yeah, I expected it.
You come from my pops, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
Not even my pops can stop me. Like, yo, I'm coming in. Expected. He's not young anymore. He's not young anymore. He's not young Combs. He's King Combs.
Exactly.
Yeah, so now it's kind of like, but now you a grown man. You jumping off the porch now. So you with the lions, gorilla. You facing the lion of all lions. So be ready for what comes with that when you deal with that lion, because your dad ain't gonna be able to save you. I'm talking about in general.
It go like all ways with 50.
It could go different ways with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Certain people you just leave alone.
Right.
And that's just my advice. You're a dope artist, focus on doing music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But like, leave that man alone, bro.
Hey, can we all just get along?
That's just
I really want. I don't want it to get to a situation where lives are lost or certain things are happening. But I think he should have stood this one out. This is a very sensitive thing that's happening with his dad, and he just needs to let it
go and let his dad. His dad is a grown man.
I feel like also.
And he's talented. He could actually rap.
He's talented. He
just
got
focus on
style.
doing
I
music.
like how he dressed sometimes.
Yeah, he's swag. Yeah, he got swag.
I rock with him. And his one of his friends, Kai Cash, that's my dog.
Copy.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, so I rock with him.
So like, you know what I mean? I just feel like, especially if you didn't grow up a certain way, like how we grew up with certain things or whatever, don't do that. No disrespect to him or whatever, but we grew up a little differently than how he grew up. So,
especially with 50.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with somebody like that.
You gotta emphasize on the 50.
Yeah, you gotta remember who you're dealing with right now.
Who can make things, whether it's through in the industry or streetwise, potentially can make things uncomfortable for you.
Right.
With literally one phone call, could blackball you, and especially with the things your dad going through right now, your dad can't stop you from getting blackballed.
Right. You think?
Because right now he's doing his own shit or whatever. Whether you on one side or the other, that's a whole nother topic altogether. But sometimes, man, especially younger artists or whatever, I think I know it's personal for them, but sometimes, and I'm pretty sure somebody told him, yo, don't put that out. I'm sure somebody told him, yo, leave that alone. But sometimes we let the ego get in the way of like our common sense.
I think it's a circumstance.
It's a circumstance.
It's bothering him a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I mean, like,
for a long time.
If I'm gonna address you, I'm gonna address you in a different type of way. Yeah. Not just. But I'm gonna say he's not that type of person or whatever. So this is a way I would have went ahead and did it and never put it out. But at the same time, it's kind of like,
I feel like it's a good marketing plan for him.
It's a good marketing plan for now people watching him.
For him. You know why I say? No, I say that.
Why you say that?
Because I feel like, because I seen an interview when they was asking Diddy about 50 and stuff, and he was sitting there in the cut just quiet, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody wanted to see that. Wanted to see him say something.
And he finally did.
He finally did.
Boy got some bars though. The boy got talent, man. So it's like, shout out to him, man. But
let's not let it get further than that, though.
Let's leave it alone. Let's not take it further.
He's only 25.
Now,
keep it music.
Sukhiana, this JT, battle with the ass eaters. You know, does anybody care? I know I don't.
Why? How did that come about?
I don't know. Maybe
it's interesting how these things just come about.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe JT looked the wrong asshole when she.
Now JT is a very talented young lady.
She's talented.
She actually is talented. She actually does have talent.
Pen, she's very talented. So I don't know with the pen a little bit. She's very creative. I don't know if you heard that, but I've heard.
No, she's talented. She's definitely talented.
Yeah. I feel like she's a loyal person too.
She's so loyal.
Because I see how she is, like with. You know, with Carisha and Lil Uzi.
Yeah, she's solid. Yeah, you can tell she's solid. You know what I mean? It's messed up how that situation is for her because, you know what I mean, that's somebody who has talent who needs to be her own, to be honest with you, and it's really just like, you know, they need to put the bag behind her because she's actually a talented individual. What have
you. Definitely.
I don't want to stir anything up, but do you think that her and Carisha's relationship stems from her being with Diddy? Because they just seem like they fell apart.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? It's crazy, right?
Well, y'all females, anything
I feel like
can go left.
They know each other enough that if everybody just leave the room, they'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, that's true. So, they're sisters.
You know how you know somebody so well and you just, y'all cool, and you know them, and then it just be people in the air, then a whole lot of other stuff. And, you know, sometimes just people just
that happens a lot of times, though.
Like,
it'd be different people, you know, in the middle with, listen, put them in a room, lock the door, and then after 2 hours, they'll be coming out singing Kumbaya or whatever. Because half the time, those some stupid shit anyway.
That's what they did to the Indians. They did that to the Moors. The white man whispered in one ear and the other ear, and that's how we all divided.
But I think that goes for a lot of hip hop beef in general, where like half the time, if you just take the entourages and people around certain niggas and just put them all in the room, put whoever those two people in the room together, then that shit gets straightened out in like in 10 minutes.
That's how I move. I feel like if I got like an issue like that with somebody that's close to me, I'll just be like, you know what? Let me just remove everybody from around us and we just deal with it. Yeah, or it'll be a situation where only us two will know. You know what I'm saying?
That so, as a man. Yeah, I think women, we have a harder time making amends.
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah.
You know, men seem to work it out. You guys seem to work it out a little bit more faster than us.
We gonna have some understanding. Either we gonna rock out or we gonna have the understanding of, okay, I'm gonna stay over here, you stay over there.
Yeah.
And we good. But, you know what I mean? Y'all just be so fake with each other. Like, that shit is crazy. I can't comprehend.
I feel like it'd be deep.
But man, we can't do that shit. Like, if we feel away and we around the next person, we can't. It's hard. We gotta get that shit out. Especially when we in the room with that person.
Right.
It's gonna come out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Meals and drink. Everybody make up, but like Nicki and Cardi still going at it. And I'm like, why aren't Remy and why aren't the females making up?
Vaginal supremacy. Supremacy.
Vaginal supremacy.
Yeah.
I feel like though it's crazy. I feel like if they was cool, they'd make some hits.
That's a fact.
Oh,
I feel like it'll be
That's
crazy.
a fact.
I'm waiting.
And they'll make a whole lot of money.
Like imagine that a Cardi B and a Nicki Minaj tour.
Together?
Facts. If they, you know what I mean? We was just talking about that shit, right?
People cry.
Yeah,
they would make a whole lot of money.
They got to do that for New York.
They got to do that because I wish Kim and Foxy would have did that back when they was popping, man.
Yeah.
Nicki,
they would have tore the city up back
They
then.
would have went crazy.
You know what? I'm putting that in the universe that not just for the music, but just for themselves,
for the culture.
They need to just show like, listen, we can get over this stuff. They got kids.
That would be big for the culture.
Yeah, it's super big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times it's like people don't think about the bigger picture, and like you said, like we all know,
People in their ear.
People in their
people
ear.
in their ear, just like, and the ego's getting in the way. Like, fuck that bitch. Nah, y'all need to. If you and that bitch got together, y'all could make 10 times the amount of fucking money that y'all making now.
That's a fact.
And then y'all role models too.
Ain't facts.
So, you know what I'm saying? You want to show the other girls and the females
That
like
they could
you
women
can
empowerment.
bridge the gap, you know what I'm saying? Like
facts.
and not to say it like that, but ain't really shoot nobody, so
Yeah, it's not, and they never get
just-
to that point.
you know what I mean? Just
Yeah, but it's
subliminals.
getting ugly because the husbands are,
Yeah.
trying to meet up with each other on the
Yes.
corners. Once again, this is not even worth it. They're just so impactful together, not just for the culture, but for themselves. Like, they need to just rest outside of that toxicity.
Yeah.
And really, it's just too much that you got to carry on.
Once again, all it takes is you and that person
I pray that they
put
get that
in that room at the same time.
Yeah, that's what you need. I'm telling you.
I done been in situations where like people close to me where we done fought, just me and that person in the room, and afterwards done cried and yelled at each other and hug each other. I might have a busted lip. This nigga might have a black eye. But
not to cut you off, you could put it like this, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. If you got tough skin, you could definitely get all the way through any situation.
That's a fact.
You just gotta have tough skin. If I could say how I feel in front of you without it offending you in a way where you gotta react or feel like you gotta swing on me or something, then we should be able to work this thing out.
But sometimes you need.
Because I always look at it like that. You gotta have tough skin. You got, because sometimes,
especially in this industry,
people might not know how to say certain things, right? And based off what they're saying, if you understand it in the way that they're trying to say,
then
like,
ain't
you know
gonna
what I'm
get
saying?
you. Yeah.
Without ego and not without, like, you know how that goes. So I think, I think if people work on that,
things will be better. So it's kind of like,
woo, that was deep.
That's heavy. Like,
that was deep, King.
you know what I mean? Like, I want to touch on. We want to transition a little. I want to touch on Shaunie O'Neal and Shaq and her saying, writing that book and saying that she never loved him.
huh?
Like, you know what I mean? I think that's disrespectful.
That's
on
what
her
she
part.
said?
Yeah.
How long they been together?
They got like 4 or 5 kids. So
But she's married.
What?
she married, and you married again to somebody else.
Well, maybe that's why she's saying that.
Why?
Because she's like,
Yeah, you
she's
tell her that, but
involved with
don't write
somebody
that.
else. But writing that is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's like, especially with your kids reading that shit.
that is crazy. That's hurtful. Like,
Well, this is my opinion. I can relate to her.
Break it down for us.
When you are you were in your past relationship, you thought that was love until you met your soulmate, right? So you realize, well, I wasn't in love. This is the person that I was destined to be with. My only issue is your Shaunie. Shaquille O'Neal is Shaquille O'Neal. Did you have a conversation with him that he was going to be in your book? And your new husband, how would he feel about that, right? Like,
Right.
if you and I were married and I'm about
That
to
new
like
husband
this
paid.
book,
He
it's
don't
like,
care.
yeah, you over there reminiscing.
Would you agree to? I want to know, like, honestly, would you agree to that?
nah, I'd be a little worried.
Yeah,
like, gosh, you still have to worry about that?
But then on the business part, I get it. You want those clickbaits. You want
because nobody will give a fuck about you other than that. You ain't got nothing else to talk about.
Why she still talking about him or this and this and that.
That's all you got to talk about.
In a recent interview, she did say Shaquille and I are good friends. So that gave me the idea that you did speak to him about this, because why would he still be your friend?
I would have told you no. I would have told you no.
Tell me what you're about to do.
Yeah.
I would have told you take that shit out of there.
I feel like when people are like hurt in an emotional way, they say things like that. I feel like it's like how could you have so much care to say something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like you would not. And what you said definitely makes a lot of sense. Definitely, when you said you agreed on like based off how she feel and stuff, like, but I just feel like to take a lot of energy to say something like that is.
They got kids together,
yeah,
so it's like, okay, so you ain't love my father.
It's concerning at some point, yeah. It's
right.
concerning because it's like, damn, you did all that.
But we gotta listen. Communication. So we got to go back and listen properly because from what I heard in her communication was when she first got married, a lot of women want to get married just to be married. Oh, we want the ideal. We just want to be married, right? Because that's part
of the good life.
Right, the good life, right?
The NBA player that had all the money.
That's what he was told a little bit.
Right, so you want
trifling ass.
They were together before I believe before he became famous. I don't think
she ain't made that nigga till he went ahead and got drafted.
We got to do our
research. For real?
Yeah, man, they ain't know each other
before then.
If she was right, she ride it down. He got
her ass not from no goddamn Jersey.
However,
hell no.
She was just trying to say, basically, in the interview, the little part that I did watch was like, you know, when you're married, we women are just like, I just want to be married, but not really understanding, like, you taking the time out to say this is your soulmate. Whether she knew him while in the NBA or before then, the concept of marriage needs to be a conversation in our households of expectations and what that is, right? To be a good wife and to seek a good husband and even vice versa.
And she was compensated for that. She been paid times a million.
It's not about the money all
but
the
it's
time.
Not about money.
Yeah, right. I get what you're saying.
From what I've learned now, is a contract. It is, right? And the first contract is God, because that's what's going to stop y'all asses from doing what y'all not supposed to be doing when y'all in situations that y'all could be doing something. So it is a contract, right? But then once again, coming together and speaking about business, speaking about goals and doing things, right? And compromising. So it is a contract, but it starts with God. I'm never going to leave God out of my conversation. I don't care about nothing. I don't care what it is. God, the infinite supreme intelligence, that's the contract. You agreeing to be with somebody agreeing to be with you through all of the life's ups and downs. And you guys are going to see different variations of one another as you grow. Nobody's not going to stay the same.
Right.
No one.
That's how
I
it
expect
goes.
you to grow. I expect you to be a better version of yourself every day that I'm living with you. So I think that we need to go back and listen to what she's saying, because the tabloids are going to use the clickbait in these words, and they're going to say, oh, Shaunie said she wasn't in love with him, but that's what she was not. She wasn't really conveying that. She was just saying that at that point in time in my past relationship, I realized that I was not in love. I just wanted to be in a relationship. Now I'm in the relationship that I love because it happened to me. You go, oh wow, this is my soulmate. You know, and
that's
remember,
deep.
There's some marriages that are arranged. He's going predicated off of the money. Yes, there are some women
that girl
that want to be with
First
men.
of all, I don't know. First of all, I don't know what type of nigga would want to go after Shaq. Anyway, I'm not going. Nah.
Yo, it's bananas. We gotta have behind the scenes, because this guy here,
like, nah, I can't. I'm not going after Shaq. What can I do to you?
That's what he thought.
No.
That's what.
Pause. No Diddy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He probably don't went ahead and stretch that thing out, but beyond repair. Like, I'll be afraid.
The first thing that came to his mind is, I don't want to be with her because you was with Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq is about 80.
This nigga done probably tore all your insides. Nah, I can't. No.
Behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Haas.
No.
Haas is funny.
I'll pass.
This guy. That's what you was thinking about.
I'll pass. Yeah.
Right. So that's what you guys. That's how you guys.
She all stretched out. I can't. Nah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Right.
It'd be like
she was in another relationship.
5 kids, and you had a nigga that no pause probably had a 25-inch Tonka up in you. Oh. I gotta use my joint, and I gotta use my joint and 2 dildos to make you feel complete.
Hold on.
Hell no.
Okay,
oh, man.
That is a good point. I mean, if I was a man, I may have to. That may be a thought process. If I see her and you go, "Oh, that's your ex," it's like, wow.
That shit like
you gonna know, like, oh, that's Shaq. That's Shaq. Or
yeah, that shit like throwing a marshmallow in the goddamn well.
And
like,
then you gonna see people.
Gonna feel nothing.
You gonna see people who don't even know you're gonna see people who don't even know that they not even married anymore. Like, yeah, that's Shaq wife.
Yeah, that's what, yeah.
You with Shaq wife?
I'm just saying, respect that man for what he did for you. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
And respect that man, because regardless of what y'all went through or whatever, he's the reason why you're in the position the way you are. So, like, you didn't have to put that out there in that book.
No.
Yeah, he is.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do this.
You know, for you laid on your back and had his babies. That's it.
Strong man,
that's all you did.
Strong woman, and behind every strong woman, there's a strong man.
And she's strong to go ahead and take that 20-inch penis.
Your speaking point about go ahead, what he did for you. What did she? You don't think she contributed in his?
No. She ain't do a motherfucking thing, but pop them babies out. That's
pop
it.
them babies out.
Yeah, what she do?
She seems like a businesswoman.
Nah,
could have
Shaq got white people around him. He got Jews around him that's gonna take care of him.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You would trust them versus your wife?
In his case, yeah, I would trust them over Shaunie any day of the week.
Okay.
Think I'm gonna trust her trifle behind? Nah, Miss Basketball Wives? No. Basketball Wives, yeah, the executive chicken head at all of them.
Wait, hold up.
Nah.
Why? I'm not understanding.
You done messed up a whole generation of people. Nah.
What? Wait a minute.
Nah.
Hold up.
They all can't be Denzel's wife. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, hold up. They were together at one point in time.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
They had children together, correct?
Yeah, that's a talent to lay on your back.
At what point did she become trifling? Like, where did you get that concept
man, you
from?
just, I could tell. You just look at the face.
Oh,
I could tell.
You guilty by look.
Yeah,
ain't no second guessing that. Ain't no second
guessing that. I know gold digger when I see one. Damn that. But, you know what I mean? But then you tricking off on the pastor or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? The pastor don't care. The pastor getting that money.
So wait a minute. If Beyonce came and approached you now after being with Jay-Z, you would be considered a gold digger if you pursued that relationship.
Yes, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Yep. But
I digress.
On that note, because we about to wrap up soon or whatever, but before we wrap up, yo, Mitty, man, you got a lot of shit going on. Let the people know, you got videos dropping. Mm-hmm. It's a hot summer. You know what I mean? Last thing I remember last year, man, they was playing you on Hot 97, shout out to Spazzo. You can play different, places or what have you, and you seen it for the end of the year. You kind of fell back a little bit, it seemed like. But I see now you back out here, so let the people know you got what you got going on, bro.
I got tons of videos coming. Mm-hmm. Some movie like videos, some regular, party joints. Right. We got some more music coming out this summer, and we outside. I fell back because it was just like I just had to sit back and see what was going on for real.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? And see what everybody up to, stuff like that, to know how I'm gonna come through. So I planned it out. I'm ready.
Okay.
So man, when them new vids drop and them new singles drop, man, you know what I mean? Y'all gonna get it here first, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. You the friend to the room now, man. So you know what I mean? You gonna be a semi-regular guest up here, anyway, man.
I come through. I pull up,
man. So
I pull up,
bro. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm trying to say?
Appreciate you, King.
Thank you.
Keep the good work. We like that.
Keep hustling. You know what I'm saying?
Keep hustling. We gonna get this million.
We family now.
Yeah, we've been there.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam. We've been there.
Yes, sir. That's something that some of y'all can't understand. You know what I'm saying? What's understood ain't gotta be explained.
Listen.
Right.
Go get the knowledge, man.
Exactly. On that note, man, we're going to sign out. It's the PVR podcast. It's your boy, King Haas. Let's get it.